Innovation doesn't happen in isolation. At Zircuit, we believe the future is built by builders. That's why we're spotlighting exceptional builders everywhere, those building on complementary ecosystems and advancing Web3 for everyone. Whether you're building on Zircuit, building alongside us, or building something entirely new, this is your community. Welcome to Builders Showcase. Let's build the future together. John, can you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit more about what RektHub is building?
All right. Good evening, everybody. It's evening here. Actually, I don't know what time zone we are, so but let me greet everybody. Good afternoon, good morning, good night, good evening, good everything. Yeah, I'm John. Um, I'm delighted to meet you. Yeah, what is RektHub? I I want to really do a little bit of backstory here, and I really hope I'm not going to actually clash into other questions. But now we at a particular time, I can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, or at least I
Okay.
can.
Yeah, so all right, no problem. All right, so one time ago, I've been in this space for about 5 to or closing in 6 years now, and I have been a very interesting. I've been interested in the whole blockchain, um, the community, and then everything about creation, everything about just being here, existing, and then being able to have an economy for this content, the people that actually make content and all of that. So I at a particular time when I actually met with my co-founder, I saw what people were actually doing on Pump.fun, and I really thought it was fun. It was very fun, and I wanted to actually implement this on EVM. I wanted to implement this on a couple of other chains, and then ensure that people can actually move in between chains. Right. So now let me do an explanation of what RektHub is. Imagine you are actually a creator, and then you know you want to create a token, or you want to just ensure that you are in the economy. Now you come to RektHub. For now, we actually have the launch party. We are expanding over time, but then RektHub is a place where you come. You don't worry about liquidity pools. I mean, everybody has heard about Pump Fund before. You don't worry about liquidity pools. You just come in there. You pay a little bit of platform fees, and then you have your token um, up and running, boom, and then everything is cool. And the beautiful thing about it is that we are working hand in hand with Kalani, and then we're ensuring that we can actually declare intent from another chain and then get a token on another chain. I mean, it has a lot of beautiful features, and more of it coming soon. But yeah, this is just the basic idea for now of what RedTop does. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, sounds very interesting. Very like pump fun style mechanics, but also
Yeah.
entirely cross chain. So that's
Yes.
really cool. I guess before we continue on in terms of questions and everything, do you have a demo that you would like to show us?
Okay. All right. All right. Let me see. Just confirm when you can see my screen. Let me see if
Yeah,
I can share
absolutely.
something. All right. Oh, okay. 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 Yeah. Please confirm you can see my screen.
Yes, we can see your screen.
All right. Yes. So on this beautiful interface, we have what I'd like to call. I mean, we actually called it dump on at a particular time, but then along the line, we discovered that we are eventually creating a hub. We are creating a place for community and all of that. And then the initial, playground was built on Solana. Because yeah, Solana's we have to confirm that the mechanics of the whole thing called bonding curve. I really don't want to actually go into the deets about the complexities of how this thing works and all of that. Yeah, but the whole metrics and everything that works, it has been proven and tested on Solana. So we decided to rewrite the contract ourselves and ensure it works fine. So yes, you come onto our platform, you have um this whole the interface here, and then I'm just a new person, and then I want to actually create my account. It's as simple as just choosing my display name, uh, John, with an EX. Let's put it that way, and clicking next, and I'm just going to choose, what avatar I have or I want to use or something. Let me just pick chat bull or diamond hands or whatever it is, yeah. And we go next, and then what am I? Yeah, I'm a degen. I can decide to be a degen. I can decide to be a newbie. Let's just assume I'm a newbie, and then I click on next, yeah. So this is my bio. Yeah, this was auto generated, but I mean I can decide to change it if I want to. But it fits my status because I'm a newbie, so it counts that I'm a fresh meat in the crypto jungle, and then I'm just learning the ropes one rock pull at a time. This doesn't mean I'm actually going to get rock pulled on the first try, but I mean, RektHub is actually wishing me Godspeed. Yeah. So now I've been welcomed to the dumb funds jungle. Now, let me show you how easy it is to just create a token or create a coin. And then these are actually two coins we've created along the line here. And as you can see, I have John X here. I've created a persona here before, but I just want to create and I just want to act as another John X to create another maybe a token or something, a coin. So I click on this button. I choose my token name. Um, what do I call it? Maybe Zircuit demo. I hope everybody can see my screen.
Yeah, yeah. Is it possible to,
Uh,
if you can like zoom in just a little bit, maybe.
okay, okay, okay.
Oh, whoa.
Can you see?
Okay, that's perfect actually.
Yeah. So what the description about the token? Now tell the world about your token. What makes it special? What problem does it solve? Well, I don't know. I just really want to have fun. Yeah. I'm just doing, the way I think it is. Now the image. Let's see if I have something in my gallery. Mm, let's see if okay, okay, okay. I think I have something here. Yeah, this is my Twitter PFP, but we're just going to use it for now. And then we have, you see, it's actually as simple as this. You put in your basic information, you put in the token name, you put in the symbol, you put in the description. But then this is what we had on the playground, before now, but there are better updates to this. On the new version, we actually have, you actually input the chain, and then you input the protocol you actually want your token to actually migrate to once the bonding curve has actually been completed. I hope I will have time to explain the technicalities behind this, but I really don't want to bore us out with some of those technical stuff. So I'm just going to skip all of that. But this is as simple as it goes. And then I just click on create the coin. And as you can see, the starting market cap is 5.2K. Why is this so? This is actually all because of the bonding curve too, the whole thing about virtual liquidity and all of that. And I hope I have time to explain some of those things. Yes, so it pops up my wallet and I just confirm. And yeah, the token is creating. We just have to give it some time because it's doing a lot of things under the hood. Um, All right, so as you can see, wow, beautiful. This is actually a token, and the ticker is ZDM, and yeah, the contract is deployed, is live on chain. This is the contract address, and you can decide to post this. Something is as beautiful as that. Yeah, this is Satoshi is just a random character. I mean, Satoshi can just mean anonymous. Everybody knows about that. But then I put the username, which is obviously John X, because that was what I used to create the account. And this is the tweet. Like I said, we had them from there before. But I mean, updates and updates to the playground, they are all going to be effected later on. I mean, in the coming weeks. So we just, as you can see the tweet, we just launched. I just launched ZDM on Dumbphone. Early bird gets the worm. Join the community before you know. And so yeah, we see the tweet, and I can decide to post this or just view the coin. Let me just go to the coin. We all know what it looks like on we know what it looks like, tweeting. This is not the first time we are going to Twitter. Yeah, so here is what the token or the coin print looks like. We have Zircuit demo. Let me just zoom in on some parts of the screen. And this is the wonderful image I put there. And obviously it was created by me. This is the contract address. This is the current market capital. Yes. So why we have market capital here at this current price, or at this current value, is all due to what I would like to call virtual liquidity. Let me skip all of that. Yeah. So as you can see, we don't have any trading information on this for now. Yeah, so this is all this what the candle we see here is just, I mean, the result of the curve and all of that. So let me say buy. I have a good amount of soul here. I'm going to have to like spend my soul on the, yeah. So I just confirm this. And as you can see here, we have information notifications here showing Jonex created ZDM and all of that. So I'm just going to confirm this. And yes, sorry, you guys, you will not be able to see my wallet because I'm just sharing this particular screen itself. I hope you don't mind. Yeah, so I've actually bought into ZDM, as you can see here, and we have the notification here that I bought into ZDM. Genex bought this amount of ZDM, which is this correct value. Yeah, so we also see the market cap has skyrocketed from 6K to 11,000 US dollar. So we also can come here and view coin information. This is the description I actually put here, for the token itself, the coin. And then this is the circulating supply. This is when it was created. This is the current price. Yeah. And we see contract address and then developer address. This is actually my address. If we look here, let me just zoom this out a bit. Yeah, so we can see it here, 281 the SP something something, all of that. Yeah. So we my currently, the one of the reasons why I didn't want my teammate to join was because he's actually doing one or two things on the he's doing one or two things on the call, and he's buying and selling so that it can just add this cinematic effect and all of that. So you can see what it feels like when somebody buys and when somebody sells. And as you can see, Rocket Angel is actually is his character, or his persona on RektHub, and he has actually bought ZDM at a point. I don't know if you saw the notification, but now he is selling. He sold about 131 US dollar. And yeah, that's how fun it is. And I can go to reply, and Rocket Angel is there again, waiting for me. He said to the moon, "Bring your bags." Let me reply him, yo. And yeah, he's still selling. Yeah, interesting. If you can see it here. Yeah. And then let me reply him. John X has said John X has replied him. John X is saying, "Yo, Rocket Angel is here to." And it can be as fun as this. This is all I'm talking about. This is the creator economy. This is social life. This is how fun it should be. And other features like live stream, advanced live stream is coming very very soon, pretty soon. Um, even the profile and the chat and all of that. Yeah, important, interesting things incoming, interesting updates rolling out very soon. I just want you guys to stay tuned. Follow up on Twitter, ensure that you actually are connected. Please don't lose grip of this fun, wonderful things. Yes. So I don't know if this satisfies your curiosity, everybody on Zircuit.
Yeah, that looks really, really cool, really interesting. So, I guess thank you for the overall demo, like on how it works,
Mhm.
token creation, buying, selling. Um, I guess in terms of like the mechanics. So my understanding of Pump.fun is that once it reaches a certain point in terms of liquidity, it migrates from the bonding curve and then goes into a liquidity pool. Um,
Yeah.
what service are you using on, like what network first is your application, is RektHub deployed on right now?
Okay. Okay. Currently, it's on Solana. Um, like I said, we are currently actively writing contracts, even on Zircuit, writing contracts for the EVM, and anything that actually can be compiled by the Ethereum virtual machine. Obviously, we're going to be rolling out a lot of interesting updates, a lot of wonderful updates. So yes, we're actually currently on Solana at the moment. Yeah.
Awesome. And are you doing any modifications that are specific to the EVM? Like, how are you finding that migration process from Solana to an EVM network?
Okay. I mean, it's all wonderful. I must say, I'm even the one writing the contracts for EVM. My co-founder, he's over here, but then he's actually doing some behind the scene, and maintenance and ensuring everything goes fine. So he will not be able to speak at the moment. Yeah. He is the one handling everything related to Rust and then related to Solana. Yeah. So migrating to EVM, yeah, it can be quite tasking because I really, really, really have to ensure that I optimize gas because obviously nobody wants to buy a token and then they are paying what 20 Ethereum or 4,000 ZRC just because you want to create a token. That is actually outrageous. Yes. So gas optimization is actually a big deal for me. You were talking about my current issues when migrating to Solidity and then to the EVM. Yeah, so gas optimization, also ensuring we don't have anything that has to do with re-entrancy. That is a very big issue. I mean, we've seen a lot of protocol get hacked, due to re-entrancy. So there's quite a lot of other, things here and there. And then it's beautiful how there is actually a big difference between, the way Solana works and then the way the EVM works. On the EVM, we really, really don't need anything like an associated token account to hold the token, in the curve and all of that. Yeah, it's just one or two minor fixes here, minor changes here, but then the model remains the same, the mathematics remains the same. So trust me, you're actually going to get the best experience on the EVM. You're going to get the best experience on Zircuit. You would have me by my words. Yeah.
Cool, awesome. And
Yeah.
I guess like a feature that you've described is the cross-chain interoperability. So like through these intents, um, do you have a like? Do you know how it would work within this model? Like, can I, for example, create the maybe initial bonding curve on Solana and then migrate it to, say, Zircuit? Like, would that be possible?
Oh, okay. Well, I think there's quite a lot of confusion when it comes to this, but I'm just going to simplify it. Now, take an example. I am a regular Solana person, and I love the Solana ecosystem. Yeah, I mean, addicted to the Solana ecosystem. Oh no, let's do it this way. I mean, I'm not addicted. Yeah, my co-founder kind of can be addicted to the ecosystem, but really, I don't care about him right now. I am so addicted to the Zerkit ecosystem, addicted to the EVM, and I want, a token on the EVM. I really want a token on Zerkit, maybe even this one I just created on Zerkit. And I have created the token, the bonding curve is there, the contracts are there. You can't migrate it to Solana. Now, here's what happens. Say my co-founder on Solana comes and decides to want to get my token because obviously Zerkit is a very wonderful economy. It's a very wonderful chain. It's a very wonderful ecosystem, and he decides, yeah, I am a Solana person, but I really want that token. And I don't want to actually disturb him. He doesn't even really know much about, maybe he doesn't know much about EVM. Maybe he doesn't even know much about Circuit. What do? You come to RektHub. What do you tell us? Oh yeah, I have Solana. Take my Solana, give me this token. And we do the magic behind the scenes. All right. So you can actually have the token on Solana. You can even decide to want to sell the token and get your Solana back. That's how beautiful it is. You just declare your intent. We have, like I said, the tech shenanigans, the tech jargons. Let's throw it away. But then just a little bit of a sneak peek. We have these things called solvers. So you actually declare your intent. We go, to do the work behind the scenes. We take the whole big grammar, big processes, whatever it is, and then take it to those solvers. And those solvers actually compete to submit cryptographic proofs of your current the current order, the current intent you actually you declared. And then it's beautiful how as we increase the number of solvers, you have speed because everybody actually really wants to, you know everybody wants to fulfill your intent. So definitely somebody will have to be faster than the other, and then from there we have increment in speed, and everybody wants to solve the proof and then submit the proof, and then once the proof is accepted, you have your Zircuit token. And yeah, life is simple. I mean, it's as simple as that. And it's funny how you don't even really have to worry about paying gas because you just declare your intent, you sign that intent, and then it works. So you can actually be on Solana and decide to actually want to buy and sell a Zircuit token and get it even without having ZRC to pay as gas. So we are bringing people from another ecosystem to say, I mean, it's as fun as they can even decide to stay on Zircuit if they want to, and it's that beautiful. So,
Awesome. No, that's really cool with the ability to migrate to different ecosystems and then you handle all of
yes.
that complexity under the hood. I guess when you're looking to build out these features, so I know like a lot of what you have is specific, like Pump.fun has a lot of these features already. How are you looking
Yeah.
to differentiate? I know that you mentioned the cross chain interoperability. I know you mentioned EVM support, which is definitely like a big direction, big push there. But how are you looking to, let's say, attract, people or like offer a different mechanic for users to your product?
Oh, okay, okay. Well, it's funny how, yes, at the inception, it looked like we're actually just building exactly what Pump.fun is building. But I mean, if anybody asks me why RektHub, why not Pump.fun, I would ask them, really, why get wrecked by multiple protocols? We have Farcast Town Base, we have Pump.fun on Solana, we have what else? We have Wapcast, we have Zora, we have a lot of things on different, fragmented. It's just everywhere. You understand? But why wrecked by why do you want to get wrecked by different protocols, different chains, having to worry about, oh yeah, I bought this token on this particular chain. Oh, I've actually forgot. Sorry, what platform did I use? Can I actually go and it can just be quite a lot. Instead, I think it's worth it getting wrecked by your trading decisions. Instead, we just abstract the whole thing for you. I mean, eventually we are looking to integrate even with these guys. Bring bring pump funds API, whatever it is. You know, every this any ecosystem we get to, we see how we can integrate with their own creator tokens, their tokens, and see how fun it can be, so that somebody else can come and he doesn't even have to worry that he came from Pompon, or he came from Zora or whatever it is, and all you just have to do is, oh yeah, I really just want to move this particular token to this particular chain, and yeah, the job is done. The job is done. It's as simple as that. So if we are looking at the mechanics, yes, at the scratch, it looks like we're actually just duplicating what Pompon is doing, but I will really say no. All right, because we just really want to start from here so that we can actually get this whole interoperability thing done and done for all. We want to ensure that everything is fine and everything is working fine. So yes, we are starting with the whole really the grammar is just too much. The point here is it's a cross-chain creator token ecosystem launchpad, etc., etc. Are you there? Are you with me?
Yeah, yeah. I think your camera might have disconnected just a little bit. Um, Let me know if you can
Sorry.
still hear
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you. Sorry. Let me see. Are you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. We can see you.
All right, guys.
Awesome.
Okay.
So I guess yeah. In terms of like um where your direction is, it seems like cross chain compatibility, that is like a core and key focus. I'm wondering if you're planning to make this even more multi-chain, maybe target the move ecosystems, with this, or are you just targeting like the EVM and then potentially like Solana, the SVM, or are you looking to just make it more so tailored towards like maybe like EVM focused and centered?
Okay. So I would like to say that in one thing, of all things, focus is actually very important. Yeah. Yes, definitely. We are still going to expand, in short, expand even way beyond what I even think right now. Yes, people, yeah, I've seen movement change. I've seen the people build on the move ecosystems. Very wonderful, very beautiful. But then I love EVM. Well, this is not about my preference right now, but then we have a lot of, a large expanse of land to conquer, to cover on EVM. So our main focus right now will be the SVM and the EVM. Eventually, definitely, you get to see. So that's why I really, really recommend everybody in here follow up RektHub. It's RektHub underscore IO on Twitter. You get to see interesting things. We are going to eventually expand, and I'm sure you'll be delighted. Definitely, people on the move ecosystem who would not be left out. The point here is we're actually creating this whole ecosystem for every creators. We're not actually saying for creators on EVM. Yeah, even if my preference can be the EVM, I so much love the EVM. Really, nobody gives two shits about what I think and what I actually want to do. Right, so it's just what the community wants. It's all about the community. It's
Awesome. I love that community first approach, getting feedback from
yeah,
people that are using your product and then essentially iterating off of that. I guess
yeah.
are there any, like, when you're building out RektHub, like, where are you the most focused on? Like, what would you say, like, your when building RektHub, are you thinking about how other people will use RektHub within their applications? Like, are you thinking more on, like, the developer side? Are you thinking more on the creator side? Like, how are people actually using and creating on the platform? Like, maybe you might be focused towards the AI sector, where maybe, like, AI can create, like, these different types of tokens and start maybe doing their own thing. Like, where is your direction when building RektHub? Like, who are you building it for?
Okay. First off, RektHub is for everyone. Let's start with that. But then RektHub at this stage is for everyone too. There is nothing like fragmentation. There's nothing like removing one person or the other. You can decide to be whatever it is. I mean, before now, it's only developers that actually make tokens and create tokens, because obviously you have to worry about exstantiating the token contract. Let me just talk like I'm on the EVM and maybe using Open Zeppelin's contract. So I just really want to talk like a developer right now. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Absolutely. All right. So we're talking about using Open Zeppelin's contract. We're talking about, getting the IERC20 interface. We're talking about, inheriting the a lot of things, and then you just write all these things, and after that you're worrying about liquidity. You're like, oh my goodness, where do I get this liquidity from? Where do I get, maybe 10,000 worth of US dollar worth of Ethereum, or 10,000 US dollar worth of ZRC, and it can just be so scattered. So yes, that's a pain point, and this is where we're actually helping developers. Another thing is creators too. Now you don't even have to worry yourself. Oh yeah, I love the ZRC ecosystem. Oh yeah, I really encourage everybody that are creating on ZRC to come on and then to be onboarded. I promise you, there are going to be important updates, as we go on. You don't even have to worry about content. You don't have to worry about your live streams anymore. You can actually get um, revenue from some of these things. It's just the creator economy. All right. So I have actually explained the part of the developers. I've explained the part of the creators. How about me? I'm not a developer, I'm not a creator. Yes, come on the ecosystem. Feel like you're connected to something. You're connected to someone. Purchase their token. Watch people actually, watch yourself fly to the moon. Enjoy yourself. Just have fun. Have fun. You understand? And then over time, eventually, we are actually going to see how much we can do to create a data broking market, to ensure that, once we've done enough collaborations here and there, we have, almost all, we can boast that we have almost all the creator tokens, that Zircuit has created, and even the ones that are going to be created in the future, on SVM2, on a couple of other EVM chains. We can now decide to, expose an endpoint or two I'm so sorry if you're not a developer, an endpoint or two. And here you can decide to, you see the way CoinGecko does this whole price feed thing, a lot of interesting things, and then we can decide to just release a couple of API endpoints, so that you can get live feed from directly from RektHub itself. So yeah, we're taking care of developers even from the onset. We cared about the developers, and then even on the outro, we obviously it's not going to be the outro of RektHub, but then it's going to be some phases, later on in the future. We're still taking care of developers. So really, I would say RektHub was really really built for everyone. There's no abstraction. I'm not saying it was built only for the creators, only for the regular users, only for the developers. It was built for everyone.
Awesome. Thank you for making the distinction on who you're building for. And it sounds like you have a really good focus for accepting everyone. And then that's the developer, the creator, and of course the larger community as well. Um, One last question before we finish off. Um, what when you're choosing different ecosystems to deploy on, and you specifically chose Zircuit, can you tell us why you chose Zircuit and what makes it special?
Okay. Sorry, I like to rephrase people's question a lot, and I would say the right question should be why not Zircuit? Why not Zircuit? Why not Zircuit? Yeah, Zircuit is actually a very, very interesting ecosystem. I mean, we have wonderful people on there. Obviously, it's the EVM, and then yes, why not just go and then start from Zircuit? I remember at a particular time where Zircuit actually really, really, really focuses on its community, takes care of its community. There was a particular time where I was amongst the one of the many people that actually got an airdrop from Jacket, and I know we have a couple of people in here that can testify. So when I tell some other people that, yeah, really I want to go to Zerkit, I want to build on Zerkit, they're like, yeah, go for it, go for it. This is actually the right chain to be. And so yes, if we're looking for community, why not Zerkit? If we're looking for interesting tech, interesting, the interesting tech on the EVM, why not Zerkit? If we're looking for creators, why not allow people to see Zerkit more? Why not ensure that it actually connects with the outside world? Why not ensure that the wonderful ones in here in Zerkit actually gets access to this interesting thing that is actually going on the EVM? So yes, why not Zerkit?
Awesome. Thank you for that insight. I'm glad that you mentioned like the community and essentially the direction and where uh, you see that there's a strong influence there, and then you can see growth opportunities as a result. Definitely was a great time to have you, John, and thank you for coming in and explaining. I would like to, I guess, open the floor to anybody from the audience if they have any questions, if and while maybe they're typing, John, do you want to leave the audience with any last words before we wrap up this session?
All right. My wonderful people. I think I'd really love to say that I am so interested in community. I'm so interested in each and every one of you here. And seriously, I want to prioritize. English is hard. Come on. I want to prioritize everybody in here, everybody, in Jacket, everybody in the community, seriously. And so, what better way can you actually do it than to really follow up on what that top is building? What better way can you make me see that truly there is a community that wants this product than following up on Twitter, ensuring that you actually following up on these updates we are dropping, ensuring you give your feedbacks when we want to, because obviously your feedbacks are very important to us, very very important, so much that we can't do without them. We can't live without them. In short, we'll die without them. Because obviously, I'm not building for robots. I'm not building for AI. Yeah, definitely, I can integrate AI maybe later on. Everybody wants AI, but this is all the community. If tomorrow I wake up and then they say, yeah, pivot to AI, put this AI thing there, put this AI thing there, and I look at it, it's very feasible. Why not? This is the community. We are coming here to ensure that we have think YouTube, think TikTok. See how interesting these applications can be. But then YouTube is nothing without its community. Take an example. I lead a mass revolution, or what do I call it? A protest, and then I tell everybody, maybe I'm Elon Musk or something, and I tell everybody, can you leave Twitter today? Can you leave YouTube today? What do you think they would actually have power after that? No, they are actually based on community. So I really would advise. I really would want to actually ensure that we all follow up on Twitter, and then yes, it's going to be very interesting. Like that's what I have to say. But ensure you don't get wrecked, by the way.